Welcome, guys, to Top of the West podcast to bring you every news, LA Galaxy and LAFC. And here, my co-host, O3 Calvin, also known as 3252 Apprentice. We have a lot of news to talk about today,
A lot.
especially with LAFC. It looks like it's about to go down, and I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, you got almost like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before season starts, and it's not looking good for them.
In my
But
2 years as a fan, I've never been this stressed out. Had a lot of errands to do today, and my main thing I was just thinking about was his transfer. Like, it's really, I mean, we'll talk about it in a bit, but we're going downhill, and it looked like it might be one of our worst off seasons we had in a while.
and it's crazy because the season is gonna start soon, and you're looking forward to this season, and I think it's one of the most important seasons that's upcoming, right? Because you
Yep.
got the World Cup, and especially losing a player like Dennis Bouanga would, I mean, I don't know where that would put you guys at or how you guys would even compete because he's a player who scores more than 20 goals a season.
Always. I mean, he's 3 years straight of 20 goals. And for that to be gone, and the problem was that we already like having lack of like chemistry, and Bonga and Sun were are basically the duos, the best in the MLS. And oh shoot, my light went out. But yeah, it's after Bonga leaves, it's gonna be a shit show. I just feel it. We need a plan B. If not, then JT's under the bus.
You think so? But like, I mean, with Dennis leaving, you guys really have no players to score any type of goals, and I think that's probably the one of like, I mean, people are I seen even people on Twitter talk about how if Dennis leaves, like he's leaving the whole culture behind and how impactful he was to them supporting LAFC and basically most of the success. I mean, I wouldn't say more than Vela because I think he's the first player he has ever signed, but people are comparing his stature to the same stature as um
I mean, with
Vela.
Bonga, I mean, it depends. Like I don't know if he really wants to leave the club because he did this like a year ago where he wanted to go to the League Un, and I guess they extended his contract. They gave him more money. What I heard. So this is not the first time that he wants to leave. We don't know that, but yeah, he's a really like impactful player to us. And I'm gonna be honest, like I said this on X that like he's so close to potentially like being like he is already a LEC legend, but like to the point where like we already talked about getting a statue, and right now it sounds like that's not gonna happen.
So for him to get a statue, you think he would have to stay another year, or you think he would have to win another MLS
It's
trophy?
just it's just the way how it's going, because like the first time was with Inter Miami, he reposted a tweet that said that like it was something along the line like imagine like you feel your dreams of being with Messi just so it all collapses, and he reposted that he liked it. So it's kind of seemed like it's going like in a bad blood. And then the fact that like LUC is hyping everything up, Bouanga and Son, they're posting them everywhere just so in less than 2 weeks he starts to leave. So I don't know that statue like deserving to have a statue, but what do you think about this? What's your thought?
I mean, I mean, honestly, like as a Barca fan, I think we're known. I mean, Johan Cruyff always says that if you think about twice about staying at this club, you shouldn't even be here in the first place.
Mm,
I've seen reports many times that he wanted to leave and he asked to leave, but obviously the club did the best to keep him and they offered more money and he decided to stay. I don't know if that's a player. I wouldn't want to play like that in my team, but obviously he's an important player for you guys. So it's different cultures, like in LA Galaxy and LAFC when you compare. But
would you think this is the same feeling that we're having as when you guys had Ricky Puig injured for 2 seasons? You think that's like kind of the same feeling that's going on with you guys?
no, I think it's really different. I think, well, I mean, in a way, I would say the only same thing that would be how do you call it? Ricky's out, right? And you
Mm,
see how much the team struggled this season. I mean, we couldn't even win. It took us 16 games to get a win without
yeah,
Ricky, and he's the most impactful player that we have. But now you look at your team, and now you look at Dennis Bouanga, and if he leaves, who's gonna cover his shoes? I mean, you can say Huming Sung, but does he still have the legs to play those 34 games and score more than 20 goals a season? Possibly, because he's a world class player, but also the age, the travel, everything eventually adds up, and it will cost him in his body. Because MLS is not, it's not a league where you can like it's 2 hours away. It's a league where you're flying here there for over 5 hours, flight delay, East Coast to West Coast to East Coast, whatever it is. You have going Golf Cup where you got to fly to Panama or everything. Eventually, gets your legs tired.
That's
But I
basically fine.
yeah,
But the fact that it's happening is like the month of February and it's about to happen right 2 weeks. Like I don't even think like we have a plan B. I don't think we got any replacements. Like I don't know how we're gonna pull this off. And yeah, it's all hectic right now. And all the Sun fans are all mad because they're already mad that they need more chemistry, more players. A bunch of midfielders are more creative, and now that to get them back, they're gonna take our best player. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
do you see that comment
Wait,
that Gabriel has
Bouanga.
put?
Well, he spelled it wrong. First of all, Bouanga is a pace
Bologna.
with a decent finish, not a statue player. Villa more status. Yeah, Villa was more impactful to like the Chicano culture, the Mexican culture. I mean, it's kind of two different things. Bonga was more because like let's get it like people would talk bad about him, saying that he's a ball hogger and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, he did the job done. He got his goals, he got his wins, and that's what matters.
I mean, as much as I hate Bouanga and as much as he flops, and I've seen him do it against my team. But one thing about him is that he will hit the back of the net no matter what. Every season he manages to score more than 15 goals, and you can't ask for more from a DP. Just that's what you're expecting, right? I mean, a player who can carry the team behind his back single handedly from a designated player. That's what you expect from every designated player, and that's what he provides. So I think it'd be a big loss if you guys do lose him. But before we get right into more news and give you guys the full details about what's going on with Bouanga, just make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And let's talk about some other news that's going on with the LA Galaxy as well. Um, let's get right to it. So first of all, we do have Eric Tommy, who has just joined from Sporting Kansas City. He arrived as a DP to SKC, and he came from the Bundesliga. I mean, he has talent. You can't say he doesn't. You know, he's still a pro player. Last year, he did suffer from injuries, and he did lose his starting spot. And obviously, he became a free agent, and that's when LA Galaxy decided to pick him up. And I think he's a good rotational player, regardless of what anybody else says. It's not a big name. A lot of Galaxy fans are respecting Casemiro, and that's never going to happen because we have three DPs already with Klaus, Joseph Painstill, and Gabriel Peck. I mean, where are you going to put Casemiro at? You can't put him anywhere, you know. And but I think Eric Tommy overall is going to be a very very immersive piece for us. He's going to provide the depth that we need, especially because there's so many games coming up for us and CONCACAF Cup. You know, you expecting players to get hurt here and there like last year, but you let me know. Also, I want to ask you, like, what do you think about this veteran? I mean, he's an MLS veteran. I've been here for like 4 years, 5 years. He arrived as a DP for SKC. Important player for them at a point, but now obviously he's leaving the club and he's now joined the LA Galaxy.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know much about him. At first, I saw this, and I mean, like I said, I don't really know about the player, but I mean, it seems that it was a good pickup, probably a good rotation player. But the question for you, since like I said, I don't know much, is you think he'll be out an outstanding player, or you think he's just gonna be like a bench like a super sub?
He's going to be a bench player for sure. He's going to be a rotational player, but I think you wouldn't need anything else from him. And one thing I do want to add, I know a lot of you Galaxy fans are upset about Eric Tommy signing. He is obviously the Diego Fagundes replacement, and he did provide better minutes, better goals, better assists. And when you compare minutes from Diego Fagundes to Eric Tommy is more productive. And I mean, looking at it now, yeah, it sucked losing a player like Diego Fagundes, especially what he had for the club. But I think Eric Tommy will provide what he provided, if not even more, especially with this Galaxy team that they happen to make this year. And I also like to bring up before I even let this Galaxy talk go, because I know everybody's here waiting for the Bouanga news and they want to get right to it. But there's more to talk about because today there's Galaxy has just announced that they also have just let go and parted ways with Zonka. And I think this is one of the look at some point, man. You thought he was gonna come in good. He came from Denmark. A lot of his fans, I mean, not a lot of his fans. A lot of people from I think it's there's a team in Denmark. I don't know exactly remember what team he came from, but everybody said things about him on Twitter. And if once a fan base says they're so happy to see him leave, you know that's a bad sign. And I mean, I saw him play. I mean, have you seen him play? What do you think about how he did this year and what how he performed?
Like I said, I don't really like with Galaxy. I don't watch them. I don't really like be watching like every single player. But as long as he helped you guys with his services and stuff like that, that's all that matters, you know.
Yeah, I also think the same thing. I just look and a player like at his age and the level he was at, I think he had to be better. There's no way you come in and play at the level you played at the MLS. There's no way, man. You're 30, 34 years old, coming from the Belgium league. It's supposed to be better than MLS, and you were struggling. You couldn't like, you just weren't performing, and they were paying you a lot of money. And I mean, honestly, like, I don't hate him, but I think just parting with him was the best decision moving forward, especially just. I mean, there's nothing else to say about this guy, but he wasn't anything special for us. But we have a lot of things coming up, especially big news coming from MLS. Finally, we see a Mexican player who has
Yes,
finally
sir.
left the North America and didn't go anywhere to Mexico or anywhere else. He decided to pursue his career elsewhere and actually have a challenge for him, like every other player should. But at the end of the day, I mean, they made their own decisions and they're professionals for a reason. But Obed Vargas has officially joined Atletico de Madrid from Seattle Sounders, and this is going to be beneficial for the Mexican national team. What do you think about this? And like, give me your thoughts about this player.
I mean, this was the best thing that has happened since Santi went to AC Milan. I think it's a very good signing, and also I gotta respect Vargas because before this, he was trying to. He said already he's trying to join Europe, and you know how these other Mexican players they just go for the money. They go back to Tigres, Monterrey, America, and the fact that even America tried getting at him, and he basically declines like I want to go to Europe, and that's what I respect about. We need more players like this. We need more young talent that go to Europe, and we really need this because right now, like our squad for the World Cup 2026 is not looking good, and this just brings up like hope for me.
And even seeing him in the friendlies, in my own opinion, maybe a lot of guys may disagree, but I think he was one of the best players in the pitch, especially for the younger players that were called up in these friendlies. I mean, to me, ever since I saw him at Seattle, I knew the quality he had. You can see it on the pitch, like when I saw him with my two eyes instead of a screen. The way he moves the ball, the way he just glides through players, and the way he finds open spaces to run at. And obviously, he's a good CDM. That got him the move. Regardless of anything, I'm happy for him, and I think the Mexico team will benefit from this, especially the midfield that has no creativity whatsoever. And
No
it's on it
creativity.
is yeah, there's no creativity. There's no player who can make anything happen. But I think yeah, I mean, he'll fit hopefully perfectly with Diego Simeone, and I hope nothing but the best
You think that this is he has to be 100% a starter,
for
no
the
matter
Mexican
what?
national team.
Yes. No
No, I think he
contract.
still needs a little bit more time. I think he's too raw, but with Edson Alvarez out, I think you have to reconsider who you're gonna put there because Edson Alvarez did get hurt, and I think he's out for 4 months, and the World Cup starts in less than 5 6 months. 6 months, yeah.
You
But
basically, but
yeah,
I mean, if Vasco said I'll take Santi Jimenez no matter what, doesn't matter. They have to take Vargas. That's
I
in my
no,
opinion.
I think no. This is a player that you have to take.
Hmm.
You cannot leave him behind. This is a player you for sure take. You can see it from the mid, like when he's playing the midfield, you see how good he is. Maybe we're just overhyping him, but I think when he played against Miami and especially Rodrigo de Paul, who came out from La Liga, how he dominated the final in the League's Cup. I
Oh
mean, that
yeah,
was all him domination in the midfield. There's nothing you can say. He dominated a player who came from La Liga. La Liga is supposed to be top 5 leagues in the world, and he managed to compete against that. You know,
If he scores on Barcelona, will you cheer for him or will you be mad?
He's not. It's not gonna happen. But anyway, off topic. But let's get right into the big news that everybody's here to talk to see, and let's get right to it. You want to take it away?
Yeah. Ah, I mean, oh my, I don't want to read this because the first time I saw this, I got a panic attack. So from Tom Berger, the sources say that Fluminense is trying to bid around 50 million for our one of our biggest stars. Well, he is our star, Dennis. And dude, I don't know how to explain this because when I first saw this, I was like, this has to be fake. You know, they already did this. Like America already tried, it didn't work. Miami already tried, it didn't work. So I'm like, this is whatever. And then like there started like rumors from Brazil saying that it's already gonna happen. And to be honest, this is a bad move from JT. I don't know what is he smoking on like that. Like what the hell would we sell Bouanga 2 weeks before the season starts? Like they already had a whole training camp and all that stuff just so you just be like, all right, I think we just sell him and find a replacement when I don't know how we're gonna find a replacement because he's basically like the reason why we were supposed to do good this season. And just like leaving him and leaving some behind. Oh, put who Gabriel said put Donga. That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Ah,
But yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot of emotion. Like I hope it doesn't happen at all. I just hope this is all like BS and everything goes back to normal. But if it's true, then I think this is like the biggest LGT. My bad. JT has to take.
I mean, in my own eyes, take him, bro, take him. I For me, fantastic player, but the wrong team.
Oh nah.
Like for me, and a Galaxy perspective, he can leave. I do not care, bro. He can leave. Fluminense is a bigger club. Uh, I
Oh
hate
my,
to say that.
it was crazy
Fluminense
stuff.
is a bigger club, and honestly, I don't for 15 million. I mean, you take it. Shout out JT, man. He's putting us on the map.
That's crazy though. It's funny because I mean I can't get up the tweet right now, but some Galaxy fan was like, "If Bonga goes to Fluminense, I'm buying a shirt." Oh my god, I put that in my shorts. I'm like, dude, like you're just mad that Ricky Puig is gone for another season. It is what it is, just cope with it. But nah, like everyone's like, people are either like stressing out, getting like panic attacks, or people are like like praying on our downfall, and it's
Yeah,
just not good.
exactly
Don't
what
ignore
Oscar said, man.
2022.
Look what Oscar said. It's a great opportunity for him, and hopefully it all works out for him because, I mean, a player playing in Brazil in the Libertadores, who doesn't want that? I mean, my respect goes to Bouanga. He wants a challenge for himself. And I think it's reasonable why he wants to leave.
I don't think so. I think he still has a couple years left with us, and then, but at least like at least be a little smarter and put him on like sell him in the summer or the end of the season. But why
But
like 2 weeks before?
how long is his contract? Like, do you know how many years he has left?
I'm not too sure. He's still on the contract. People are saying rumors that he's just trying to do this so he gets a bigger pay, a bigger like more money on his contract. Like I said, it's like a dice. Like anything could happen at this point.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, a lot of players end doing that. They put rumors out so the club can offer them and make them want to stay. I mean, but like, let's be honest, man. Like, look, if you were a pro player, tell me you wouldn't go to Brazil and play for a big club like Fluminense.
I
Tell me
mean,
you wouldn't. Tell me you wouldn't, though. Tell me you wouldn't.
it depends, LA. Come on, LA is the lifestyle. Like you also gotta talk about like the environment, where you live at, where you stay at, and what's safer for you. I'm not saying like Brazil is a bad area, but I'm just saying like would you rather live in Brazil, not knowing how it is over there, or live in LA where you got everything, like nice weather and all that stuff. But like I said, either Bonga could like not be happy or be happy, but like I said, it's his choice, but just in a bad time.
Okay, and I think Oscar had put a good question in for you, man. He said, "Who do you think can replace Dennis Bouanga, and who do you honestly like? Who do you think can replace Dennis Bouanga?
Probably Alexi Vega. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, dude, I'm not.
Who?
Look,
Who'd you say?
nah, don't trip, don't trip. It, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Like, that's the worst part. We don't know like the plan B. We don't know where he's gonna be at. I can't even name on top of my head. I was thinking about all day. I'm like, dude, who could replace him? That's the worst part. Who could replace him in 2 weeks? Like, who's just gonna? They're not gonna get like a good player like in 2 weeks.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you saw the Raheem Sterling news that he's in the market, and I mean, would you take Raheem Sterling because he's a free agent right now? Well, not a free agent, but I think he's looking to leave
I
Chelsea
mean,
or something like that.
I think the good plan, the smart plan, is to take a loan from like in a DP, and then after that, get another player. That's what I think about. But like I said, like it's a shit show. Like I don't know how it's gonna work. This was all last minute. I thought like I was be in my bed, like all right, Bonga's son about to see this magic duo. Like wake up to this. So anything could happen.
I
What
mean,
did
for
Gabriel
me,
say? Nah,
he said,
personally, I would stay in LA than go to favelas with the big power.
I see. For me personally, as a challenge, I've done MLS. If I was Bouanga, I've done MLS. You won. Did Bouanga actually win MLS Cup that year?
Yeah,
When
2022.
okay,
He
so he was there.
yeah.
So he was there. You go to the Brazilian league. You play Libertadores, and you compete at the highest level in South America. I mean, I would do it.
I
I
mean,
mean,
like I said, I'm not
I mean,
mad
I'm,
that
I mean, I mean, look, I'm talking about it at a Galaxy perspective. As a Galaxy perspective, I would take it.
I mean,
You
of
can go
course.
ahead. You can go ahead and leave, bro. But hey, as long as you're nowhere near at the
I mean,
digs, bro, and you're not
it's,
flopping around over here and getting PKs,
it's like me saying like,
you
oh,
go over there.
just get injured and just rest up. He could have vacation time. Like, no, like you don't want that on your best player. But
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's his choice. I don't want him to to be forced to stay here and all that stuff. But like, at least do it in the summer, or at least like JT should already had this all planned. Like he already should have known what's going on with the player status and have like a plan B instead of freaking posting like on your like Sun and Boggle combo and all this like advertisements. It's just like basically they just do us dirty.
yeah. So he did actually end up speaking today to LA to the obviously to the
Baking.
news to the reporters. Do you want to say anything about that? What he said or what he was
I mean,
trying to
there was two things. Like I said, I try my best to look through it and as a summarize to summarize everything. He didn't really like answer the question of Bonga's like status of he's going or leaving. He just says something about like, oh, like we just if players want to leave, blah blah blah. There's no point in me talking about that part. But the part that pissed me off was he said that there should only be two DPs and four U22s, and that's how it's gonna be, which is straight up bullshit. Like I don't know, like I mean, like the U22s, like it could be a hit or miss. And I don't see the point of what if we need a third DP, maybe in the midfield or whatever. I don't like his mindset. I don't like why he like at least be like, you know what, like in the future we'll think about maybe we might do like a third DP. We don't know yet, but instead just be like, oh, this is set in stone. I don't like that.
but I actually like to bring up this tweet actually brought to you by one of your community and from Happy Foot Sad Foot they said unless you have a massive signing coming, you can't let Bouanga leave. You have 2 3 years with Sun, you can't mess up the championship for a financial gain, especially given the year it is World Cup. And he says give Dennis what he wants, and I mean, obviously you only let him leave if you have a plan B. What do you think about this? Like, what do you think? Like, you think he's right? You agree with the
No,
statement? You
100% right. Like you don't just sell someone that's good and not have a replacement. You gotta have a backup plan before the whole, basically like what the whole like their game plan, the coach, how their system, their chemistry works. It just went down a drain because like we already knew last season like Bonga was the one carrying the team. Now we got Sun, and there was some games where I saw Bonga not playing. It was just Sun, and he was having to do everything. And then once Bonga like got subbed in, or when they played together, like you see the chemistry, boom, bam, like score the goals. And because I already, like I said, I already witnessed like Bonga not playing and having Sun by itself, and it didn't go well. So the fact that they're just like taking it like, oh yeah, we'll take the money, like we'll take the 15 million. I don't. Do you think JT's gonna use it for another DB player? Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna like go crazy on this one player. He's probably gonna only use like what 10% of that. Let's just be real. I don't think
Honestly,
so.
honestly, when push comes to shove and you're an owner and you know the fans are rattled and you know that the team needs somebody to look forward to and they need a hero basically like cuz I think Bouanga is a symbol of LAFC and I think what he's done for the past couple of years like I said in the beginning of the podcast that he's like kind of like a culture hero for LAFC
Hmm.
and who would they bring? That's not my question nor your question. I mean, nor your thing to answer. But he's gonna have to bring in somebody, and it's gonna be very hard to bring somebody in, especially that the players are mid-season right now in Europe, unless he's trying to bring a player from North America who play in Liga MX. Like I've seen some rumors about Sendejas possibly. Um, there's plenty of people out there who are looking for clubs, and plenty of suitors out there. And I think LAFC, if they let go of Bouanga, definitely it's gonna be. I mean, any player would come to LA, right?
Yeah, I mean, of course they'll come early. I mean, like I said, it all depends how they approach to the players, how what kind of deals they get them. But right now, like our starter has to be Boyd at this point, best player.
Oh my God! You just gave me flashbacks of what a phenomenal player he was for us. Not even phenomenal. He was a good player. Um, but I mean that goal he scored against you guys in the Rose Bowl. I don't know if you remember that game.
I seen the highlights.
Yeah, that goal was out of this world. I saw the 18-yard box. Um, whatever, man. But Tyler Boyd, he another player like
You think
Marcos
he's gonna
Allo.
replace him?
No, he's coming back from a long term injury. I don't think he has the legs right now. He still needs time to come back. He's gonna be a rotational player for you guys, most
Yeah,
likely. You
but to
know,
summarize this, yeah, like I said, I don't even know like any like backup plan or anything. And oh my light went off again. But basically, yeah, we're basically screwed. And it's gonna be way worse if we end up not even getting a player before because we have CONCACAF Champions Cup, and without him, it's gonna be a shit show.
but as much as news there is coming out of LAFC, there's news coming in too, and there's a
Oh
certain
yeah, I forgot
player
about
that's ready to come already. I think people are confirming it already. I don't want to say it's done yet. There's no here we go yet from Fabrizio Romano yet,
that.
but a lot of reports are coming out that he's gonna come in, and it's this player, midfielder from Porto. I don't know much about him. I don't really watch the Portuguese league. He is Canadian though. And what do you think about? I mean, this midfielder?
I mean, that's all we needed. Like we were asking for a midfielder, we were asking for a really good one, and this is what we got. It's just funny that he's coming at a time where this whole Bonga news is coming through. So I just saw this and I was like, okay, cool. We got a midfielder. It sounds like if Bonga wasn't leaving, I would have been super happy. Finally we got some chemistry going on. But it's like saying like you bring something, all right, that solves our problem, and then you take something that was already like good. So now you just like you basically didn't fix anything. You just fixed something, then took off one, like took off a problem.
Like replacing it. Basically, you're not. Yeah, you're just gonna replace the issue.
Yeah, like he just like,
Yeah, he's
but,
gonna. Yeah,
but and we don't talk about the Bonga or nothing about that. This is a really good signing. We needed someone from Europe that was good enough to do like I think he's supposed to replace Igor Jesus for because he's just alone for till the after the World Cup, and like I said, it's option to buy, but I think we have to put him as a DP, and I don't think JT is gonna want to do that. But he's a really good pickup. I think this is a very like big deal for us because our midfield has been like the biggest problem. No creativity. We got like a U-22 Bordy, but he's more like an attacker, and I think he'll like help us out in the back.
So do you think before or after when the Bouanga rumor came out, do you think LAFC had like they just got to this player right after the Bouanga news, or they already had this
Ah,
deal
that's
like ahead of
that's
them before the Bouanga news? Because let's get this straight. If this is after the Bouanga news, it's that only means it's
oh my
he's
god.
gonna leave, and that's the big thing because though if he's after the Bouanga news, not before the Bouanga news, I think
Hmm.
that the Bouanga news is he's set to leave, man. He's set
Yeah.
to leave.
How, like I said, I mean, you are right. This did came through right during the whole Bronco oh my god, crisis. I can't speak because that's so like surprising him that he's leaving. I mean, that doesn't solve anything. If that's the issue where they're just gonna take him and then they're gonna take Dennis, that doesn't solve anything. That means our midfield is good, but then our attacking is not that strong like how it was. Cause like Schaffelberg, he's a really good player in my opinion, but he's really inconsistent. I like him. He's actually like one of my favorite Canadian players because he'll always run super fast. It looked like he tried, but that was when I was watching Canada. But when I see him like in Nashville, he's like not really that consistent. David Martinez, I don't know if he's gonna step it up or that's he's inconsistent. So and Bonga was the only one that like was always like showing up with the chemistry. So I don't like I said, they need another striker, another winger.
Yeah, and I don't know much about this player, but you said, and I heard. I mean, I don't know how true this is. Um, so you're saying that if he comes to LAFC, he's gonna be a DP?
That's I mean he's a DP status player. That's I seen that in like in a couple of tweets where like they had to put him as a DP. I don't think they're gonna lower him. I don't even know if we have an open 10 spot, but they're just saying. I think the reason why is so he has more playing time before the World Cup starts. That's the only thing I could think of, but I haven't heard much news. It hasn't been confirmed, like officially yet, if he is coming or not.
But have you
But
seen
yeah.
any highlights of him? Like, do you think he's
Oh
explosive? Do
yeah,
you think?
no, I seen him a couple of times when he plays for Canada, and I seen the highlights. He has very good passing and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm not mad. I'm really happy about this, but it just came in a bad time.
Yeah, because if it's after the Bouanga news, it's only
At
left to
least
leave. Like he's gonna leave.
at least he has the money for something big. Well, it better be big, because I can't be stressing off this whole we gotta like I'm gonna go to the Inter Miami game, and I don't want to go there knowing that Bong is not gonna be there anymore. And I was literally gonna buy a jersey of his number and with his name. I don't know that might change or not.
And imagine the scenes that you bought the jersey, knowing not knowing that he left. Like, I mean, I don't know, bro. And it sucks for you. If I would no, I don't even want to put that in the world. But it sucks, as LA. Not no. Wait, I almost messed up there. Looking at the rival team, losing a good player like Bouanga is beautiful for us, but I can see a perspective where losing your best player obviously will affect your team long term.
Yeah.
And that's the news we have for you guys. The Bouanga news. Nothing is set and done still. Reports are coming out that it's looking likely. Maybe about 80, 75% almost done. We don't know yet, but it's looking very, very likely. I don't know how he's gonna push this. I don't know if he's just doing a gimmick to get more money. I mean, a lot of players do that. I don't blame them. They want a better contract. Um, but yeah, that's the whole news. Nothing so far. We got talked about the rumors about LAFC. We talked about who's coming in, who's expected to come out. Galaxy, Eric Tommy coming in, Zonka coming out. A lot of news. We said that we're gonna bring everything, starting from the beginning to the end. You know, everything you guys want to hear about LA Galaxy, everything you want to be about LAFC, you come here and we'll tell you everything about it. But like I said, everything we talk about everything, not just the news, not just transfers, everything. So we got a lot of stuff. We got like a few more things to talk about, and you guys know, jerseys are the favorite thing. I mean, I love jerseys. I think he also does too.
Of course.
Yeah, and as a sports fan, you always look forward to seeing your club wear a whole new whole new kit. And we're gonna start off with the LAFC because I mean, I don't know. What do you think about this? Because you're a LAFC fan.
Good thing that you show me a picture that has sun on it, because Bonga is not probably not gonna ever wear this. 50-50 chance. But I really like the design. I think in 2022 they had something similar, like a little line design. But the thing that I like the most is the shorts, because I mean, ever since LEC was a thing, they always have black shorts. I really think about it until when he put the goal. Like, I think that's what's gonna stand out like 100%. But yes, I'm definitely 100% gonna cop the jersey. Don't Doesn't even matter if I have rent due, if I gotta pay bills. The first thing is buying this jersey.
That's wild you say that, man. That's so insane. Um,
What do you think about it?
black and gold always looks nice. That's I think one thing they got right, especially coming in, as a new club in MLS. I think you don't really see that often. The only club that I can think that wears black and gold. I mean, I can't really think of a club that wears black and gold. I don't know who else, honestly, besides the Mexican national team with that jersey they came out with, I think in 2024, 2025. No, the away one or the home one, the black one.
The Copa Oro, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that one. That one. Uh, that jersey is so nice,
Yeah,
and
I think they it was inspired by LAFC, but back to what you were saying.
I mean, overall, it is a nice jersey. I think it's. I mean, you can't go wrong with black and gold. As a Galaxy fan, I think that's probably the only thing I say that's good about you guys is the colors. The color
Hmm.
combination is just incredible, and the forward on the sleeve is so nice. Do you like that? Actually, that sponsorship.
I mean, arbitrarily, but yeah, the Ford it looks sick. Not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
mean, I always love Ford. I love that logo, so gotta represent it.
exactly. But I think that there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot going on in that jersey. But obviously, LA Galaxy had a season ticket member event, and the kit got released there for LA Galaxy, and I'm gonna show you guys a jersey. I'm a big. At first, I had my little thoughts about it. I didn't really like it, but now when you see it in person, I think it grew on me, especially when the players have it on. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm gonna show you guys a jersey. So we have obviously the regular stash coming through, like always. Gives me 2014, 2015 vibes when we won the MLS Cup. 6 stars, as you see. A lot of teams don't have that. We're the only club in MLS to actually have 6 stars. And honestly, it looks nice. I think it looks really nice. The only thing that I hate about it is the Herbalife sponsorship that is not centered. Like, what designer comes in, designs a jersey, but can't even put the Herbalife centered? Like,
It it was weird. So when I first saw the leaks, like it looked like I'm not gonna lie, it looked very bad. The jersey, I was like, dude, this looks like a crayon. But then when I see it, like the actual one, like I actually pretty like it. Like it reminds me of the 2014 season. That's the last time I remember like Galaxy. I think it has Steven Gerrard at that time. I don't know if I'm wrong or not. Giovanni Dos Santos. Doesn't it look like that jersey, or am I wrong?
the Gerard jersey, I know what we're talking about. I think that's not the year they won. I think he signed 20. If I'm not wrong, I think he signed after that.
Yeah,
But I think it's similar, very similar.
yeah, but it
I think it
was
looks a
pretty.
nice one. It's a nice jersey.
But yeah, you are right. Like if they put the your sponsor in the middle, it would look very nice. But I don't, like I said, I don't know why. I don't know they moved the mouse to down on accident. I don't know, but they just center it in and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, there's no way you mess up that bad, and it looks like the Herbalife is literally touching the sash. I don't know
Yeah.
how you, I don't. I honestly like a lot of Galaxy fans were like, I don't know how you even messed that up.
Oh,
And a lot of people like they edit the jersey and they customize it to however they want it to be. And instead
yeah.
of putting the Herbalife, they put the Modelo, and it looks so much better.
Federico Modelo,
They
that
put
looks.
yeah,
I'll be
that one
jealous.
look hard out with Modelo. It
Yeah,
looked nice. Yeah, but
that looks
I
sick.
mean, you got this permit scheme coming up here with the Herbalife. But like what Gabriel said, it's a basic jersey, and I think it's basic, but it's a neat. And I think it just, I guess you can say it's part of the history and it's part of the club. That's why we have the sash, and I mean, it's a nice jersey, and I think I'm gonna buy it. How you said it, regardless.
Regardless,
I'm gonna buy it. I have fucking like 3 home kits already, all white. Literally, they're all white. Let's see what some. Look at these comments. Let's look at these comments before we start going. Low key, not a fair composition. Comparison: LFCK image has shorts and shirt, but other guys only top. Gotta see full kit. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I think I'm pretty sure the shorts are gonna be white for the Galaxy. I don't think they're gonna be navy blue.
let me see. Oh, wait, they say that it's gonna be navy blue.
No, I'm
Rumors.
saying I think it's gonna be white for sure. They're not
Oh,
gonna be a different color.
image has shorts. Yeah, I mean, he even knows it too that the shorts stand out the most in
Yeah,
our
because it makes
FC.
it different. Yeah, because the LFC usually wears all black, and it's
But
just
like I said, I'm not gonna buy the ghost shorts. Like when I'm gonna go to the store, and be like, "Hey, let me get the ghost shorts." But it looks good on the players, so it looks sick.
let's see what else. What else do they have in comments?
I saw a
Mhm.
lot.
Yeah, we live yet. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I know we said we're gonna go live, but we had to have to have a layout really quick before we did anything. We want to make sure we got everything right for you guys and have everything neat. You know, we're not pros. We're still learning how to do this, but we're gonna get there eventually. And I think 8 p.m. is mostly gonna look like the time we plan on starting. We do
Mhm.
want to have a set schedule for this, but
Yeah,
obviously, during the circumstances came out that Bouanga was leaving, and I think we have to be there to report it.
yeah,
So, but like I said before, if there's anything you guys want to see from us, tell us down below in the comments. Anything we can do better, anything will help us. We'll take any type of criticism, anything that you guys want to say. We'll look into it. But you know where to find him. So let them know down below where they can find you at. And also, guys, if you guys want to know instant news and instant reactions, you go follow him. So tell him where to find you at.
sir. I mean, you could call me O3 or O3 Calvin or Calvin, doesn't matter. But my ad is 3252 Apprentice on X and on YouTube. I'm new like to this stuff, so I mostly post like shorts and then like just like news about LEOC and just raw reactions.
Yeah, so that's 325 Princess for you. Thank you guys for watching Top of the West podcast. Like I said before, everything Galaxy, everything LFC is gonna be here. And I hope to see you guys at the beginning of the season. Next week we'll do a new podcast as well. Hopefully we have some more news.
Sir.
So catch you guys later and thank you guys for watching.